replacing a input seal on a 318. I guess this would go for 322 or 332, 330 or 316. Any machine that has the Sundstrand 15U pump. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace this seal right here. It's been leaking, and to do that we need to go over a little bit of the pump, and I actually have a spare pump that I'll show you in just a second. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to leave the pump and the differential in the tractor. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the charge pump off and go from there. So what we've done so far is we've taken all of the sheet metal out, we've taken the engine out just to clean the tractor, and then we've taken the gas tank off, drained the gas tank, taken it off, and then washed everything really good so we have a clean environment for the hydro system, because the last thing you need is a dirty hydro system. So anyway, I'll make a video of the spare pump that we have and show you exactly what we're going to do there. Okay, when you want to replace, this is a Model 15U Sundstrand pump out of a 317, so it's got a little bit different shaft than the 318. But when you want to replace the front seal, which is no longer here on this pump, and the O-ring, what you have to do is you have to take the cap screws off the charge pump. These are 5/8 screws, and now I've already got them loosened. They should be torqued to 52 foot-pounds. So I'm going to take those off, and then what you can do, now these come off, then you should be able to take the pump off. This is the charge pump itself, this is the head. And so what you want to replace is you want to replace this O-ring right here, and you want to replace the seal that's right here. Now, part of this pump is these two parts right here. What you've got is this part circles around here, and that's actually the pump for the transmission, or the pump itself. It's two parts. So there's the first part, that's the outside ring, and then you have the inside ring, and then along with that, and a part that's very important not to lose, is this pin right here. And what you want to do with that pin is it'll actually easily slide out, so before you lose it, sorry about my hands, so before you lose it you want to take the pin out and just set it aside. So what we've done on the other pump that we've repaired already is we've taken this seal out and replaced it with a new seal, and then we've replaced this O-ring with a new O-ring, and that's how you do the charge pump on the 15U Sundstrand. Okay, what we've done to replace the seal, I just showed you the charge pump itself and what we replaced. What we did for the 318 is, after we took all the sheet metal off and the engine out, we took this hydro line, the two main hydro lines, off. This right here is the return line, and what we did to make it easier to work is we actually unhooked the return line from the cooler, and then we also, let me see if you can get in there, you can see, if you can see that support right in there, we actually we took the line out of the tractor it takes about 30 seconds to do that. We took the line out so we didn't have to deal with the line on the getting in the way of the wrenches. So what we did is we left everything in the machine. We only took the charge pump off. There's enough room. If you put the seal on before you put the charge pump back on, everything works fine. That's the way the manual shows it, so hopefully that's the correct way. Now, one word of note, we took the engine out because this is a 318, and the 316 would be the same way. Removing the engine is considerably easier in these tractors compared to the 322, 330, or 332. So that's definitely something to consider. It might be easier to take the rear end out, or getting the drive shaft out some way. It might be easier to take the rear end out versus taking the engine out on the 318. So consider what model you have and how you want to approach this. We opted not to take the rear end out because the engine's easy enough to take out. We can have that out in about 30 minutes and have it back in about 20. So Anyway, so now we have a fresh seal, we have a new O-ring, and hopefully we're going to put it back together and it works. We'll see.